Hello everyone and welcome back to Easy Arabic. So I hope that you're having fun and now it makes sense on how to identify, given a word in Arabic, if you're able to find that it's either a noun or ism, a verb or fi'l, and harf that could be a preposition or conjunction or different things. So today we started a new lesson, الدرس الخامس الإعراب. So what is إعراب? I don't want to confuse you for now, but I will try to explain what the author meant. Right? So here he said الإعراب هو تغيير أواخر الكلم لاختلاف العوامل الداخلة عليها لفظا أو تقديرا. Okay, so now things are getting pretty interesting, to be honest. So after, showing us how to identify what is an ism, what is fi'l, and what is harf, now we're looking at how the words move around and depending on the position. So what happens? So two things actually. The first thing that I don't want you to focus is the beginning of the word, right? For example, when I give you, let's say Ibrahim, okay? Ibrahim, okay? So I don't want you to focus on this part. The beginning and the middle is not your business. Okay? So your business now is the end. So here he said, تغيير أواخر الكلم. So so basically you're looking at the end of the word. We're not changing the end of the word. It's not like, now in Arab we'll change meme is gonna turn into noon. تغيير, that's changing. So we're not changing, replacing letters by other letters. No. We're looking at how does that change. So we can look at, for example, I'll give you an example. If I say ta'kulu, this is ta'kulu ta'aman, for example. Okay, and then I said lan ta'kula ta'aman, for example. Okay, so what we're looking, if you see, okay, ta'kulu, ta'aman didn't change. So ta'kulu, and here is lan ta'kula. So basically this one, this dhamma turn into fatha. So what happened? So that's why he said we're looking at the change of the end of the word. Okay, we're not interested in the beginning and the middle. Beginning and middle, that's something itself, right? But we're looking at how the end of the word is going to change لاختلاف العوامل الداخلة عليها, depending on what comes before the word. Depending on what comes before the word. For example, here when I said ta'kulu ta'aman, you're eating a food. But here I said lan ta'kula ta'aman. So now I saw that after I added this thing, the dhamma turned into fatha. So that's what we wanna see. Okay, what happened then? So is it gonna be the same? For example, if I take this and I put it with another verb, is it gonna be fatha or is it gonna, what is gonna happen? So that's what we're looking at. So you give me a sentence, right, a word, and I can see, okay, here is fatha because of this, here is kasra because of this, here is dhamma because of this, here I have this because of this. So we're looking at, okay, I look at the word, I look at what after. Sometimes you have to look at before and after, right? Or sometimes you only have to look at after. But we're looking at the harakat, the vowels, right? And sometimes there are letters that will drop, that you will not see. for some reason. But that's what we're looking at. لِإِخْتِلَافِ الْعَوَامِلِ الدَّاخِلَةِ عَلَيْهَا. So depending on the type of things that, of conjunctions or of things that will come before, the end is going to change. الدَّاخِلَةِ عَلَيْهَا, that will be before, preceding it. Okay, so that's pretty much about this. Okay, so here he said lafdhan aw taqdiran. So there are things, there are words in Arabic that the end don't have any vowel. The end don't have any vowel. For example, okay, let's take kitabun for example. So kitabun is that an ism? Yes. How do I know? Because I have Dhammatain, Tanween. Okay, if this is your first time, make sure that you watch the previous lessons. Kitabun. So here I have vowels. But when I give you, okay, let me give you Musa, for example. So Musa, I have four letters. 1, 2, let me break it down. Okay, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first one has it. So I'm not worrying about the beginning, as I said. Okay, but let's just look at it. Beginning, middle. Look at the end. The fourth one. That's alif. We have different types of alif. So that will be another lesson. But look, there is no fatha. There is nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing basic, right? So these types will go into taqdiran, right? These types. But lafdhan is when you're able to see the vowel. Again, remember, I want you to set it up in your mind that there are words that will have vowels, right, at the end. And there are verbs, there are words that will have, vowels at the end. And there are words that don't. Either I'm talking about nouns and verbs. I'm talking about ism and fi'l. Both of them. There are certain types, right? So depending on that, you will be able to see. So if you remember, I said the first thing that I want you to know. The second thing that I want you to remember here is the formula of subject, verb, object is not a must here. It's not a must. The verb can precede the subject. I can have the verb, subject, and object. Or I can just have the verb and then the subject is hidden. The verb is going to come with the subject, but the subject you don't see it. So either the subject you see it or you don't see it. I mean, you see the word, right? For example, if I say Ja'a Zaydun, for example, that's a common name in the grammar. Ja'a Zaydun. So here is my verb, right? So I use fa for fi'l, so I use the fa for verb, and here is ism. Okay, so this is my fi'l and this is my ism. So I can say that all that's verb and subject, or I can just have this one, verb. So the verb, this verb came with his own subject, but we'll get in there. But I want you to be able to see. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to words. I mean, when you're reading texts in Arabic and you have vowels, pay attention. There are some that you don't see, there are some that you will see tanween, there are some that you will not see. Just pay attention to the end. The beginning and the middle is not your business for now. Just put it aside, right? But for the end, okay, let me watch. Oh, there is see. Oh, lan ajida. Why is it ajida? Oh, it's supposed to be this. Just pay attention and play around. And that's where we're getting to. It's gonna be pretty interesting. The last thing that I want to add here is different verbs have different needs. Again, I said different verbs have different needs. Let's look at it in English. So if I said, for example, I saw. If I say I saw, right? So you expect the sentence is not completed yet. You're expecting something after. What did you see? I saw something. But I cannot stop at I saw. So you know that this verb see needs an object. Right? This verb see needs one object. If I say I gave something to someone, right? I gave a pen to my brother. So I give here has two objects, right? So I gave whatever I have to someone. So you need to. And there are verbs, we have verbs that need three, and there are verbs that don't need anything, right? For example, if I say I came, or I slept. I slept, I don't need anything. I can just say I slept and the sentence is completed, right? So I want you to keep all of these things in mind as we move on, and it's gonna make really sense. So thank you for watching us, and see you next time.